Hey there, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be unboxing the xTool F1 and trying to make things with it that either take too long to engrave on my Glowforge Pro or are just too difficult to engrave on my Glowforge Pro. Unfortunately, while I was unboxing this, I was running a big batch of stuff on my Glowforge, so I can't really use the nice unboxing ASMR sounds because the laser and the filter were blasting. So while I'm unboxing everything, I wanted to do a voiceover about why I'm excited to try this machine as a longtime Glowforge Pro owner. The first thing you'll probably notice is how tiny this thing is, but from what I've seen, it's still pretty mighty, and it might even be able to make a lot of my custom product making easier for things that aren't made from big sheets of plywood or acrylic. It might even help me make custom things on the spot at markets. Mine came with the filtration system, the RA2 for rotary engraving, and a slide extension that allows you to quadruple your working area since it is pretty small and only has a 4x4 inch working area by default. Being a Glowforge Pro owner for about 3.5 years, I feel like I've been able to learn the true pros and cons of owning one. When I got the Glowforge Pro in 2019, it was basically the only laser machine available that was user-friendly enough for complete beginners, and also the safest looking laser on the market that made me feel comfortable enough to have it inside my apartment and around my pets without feeling like it was way too big or a potential fume or fire hazard. If it could be in schools, around young kids, and public libraries, then that alone made it feel safe enough for me to have it in our tiny 700 square foot apartment. I've never really shared this before, but because I post a lot of studio vlogs using my Glowforge laser machine, I've had a lot of companies reach out to me wanting me to try their laser machine and post videos about them. I was never really intrigued by any of them until xTool came out a couple years ago. I was interested in xTool's products because they seem to be really user-friendly like Glowforge's and have nice apps to them. The machines were at a way more affordable price point, but they still seem to do a lot of what the Glowforge could do, or even more than what the Glowforge could do. And although their app for the D1 Pro wasn't the greatest last year, I've seen them grow a lot and make a lot of changes, and it's been really impressive to see how much they've innovated and seem to listen to their customers to provide more solutions to laser cutting and engraving problems. And it's also impressive how many laser machines at different price points they have now, so you can get the best one for your specific needs and budget. And I don't want this to sound like an ad for xTool because this is not what I'm aiming at all. As I've mentioned, I've had my Glowforge Pro for 3.5 years. I got it in the summer of 2019, and it was a really big investment at the time, but I felt like I needed it to be able to automate a lot of the custom things that I wanted to sell on Etsy and to grow my online business. And it just would have been really nice to have something that was as capable for my needs at the time as user-friendly at a much more affordable price point, because I honestly feel like if there was a laser machine that could basically do everything that I make now, but for $2,000 instead of almost $7,000, that I would have gotten that first. And not to mention way smaller. Like, this could fit right next to your computer on your computer desk. And I just want anyone who's interested in starting laser engraving and laser cutting to know that they don't have to go spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on like a Glowforge Pro, especially if they make smaller scale items. So I'll be going through the full setup process with the F1, showing you the literal first things I'm engraving without having ever practiced on it, and sharing my initial reactions to its performance. This machine retails for $19.99, it's on sale for $15.99, and pretty much perfect for anyone like me who tends to make smaller custom engraved items like wood slice ornaments, wood ring boxes, stud earrings. So here I'm just unboxing all of the power cords and cables. It's kind of a lot, so I'm glad they have labels like this one that says xTool F1 on it. Here are some free materials for your first tests. This little tray is used for anything that you need to cut through, like wood or acrylic sheets. Here's a second hose, which I kind of stared at for a little while because I didn't know why there were two, but then I realized it's because they sent me a filter which comes with an included hose, so I guess it's nice to have two. I followed the steps on the manual to download the right software. It's pretty easy to find. It's just xtool.com/software. And this is actually new to me because when they sent me the D1 Pro a while back, this didn't exist yet. They only had LaserBox Basic, which was just alright and needed work. Now I'm just peeling off all the tape so I can finally open this thing. This little USB I unboxed earlier goes here, and it's important that you do not lose this, otherwise the F1 will not work. Here I'm showing the manual. The diagrams are great and in color, which I appreciate since I'm a very visual person. I usually wing everything, but since I'm recording and didn't want to struggle on camera, I reference the manual a lot. I like how the hose is adjustable, so if you're able to fit the filter really close to the laser machine, then you can just scrunch up the hose to reduce the distance that the air would have to travel from the laser to the filter. Or if you want to have the F1 further away from a window or further away from you outdoors, then you can just stretch it all the way out. I'm almost done setting this thing up, just gotta attach the cables and remove the stuff inside. They make sure to package this really well, and I'm probably going to keep all of this foam for whenever I need to travel with the F1. Here's the removable 4x4 inch plate, which is handy to remove if you want to pick up the entire F1 laser and engrave directly onto something like furniture, a mailbox, or anything that's just way too tall for the F1. And there's also a jig to make aligning straight edges easier, or if you're doing repetitions of the same thing, it makes aligning the next blank in the batch a lot easier. I'm bringing the whole laser and filter to another table in my studio space because the first table is kind of set up like an island and there aren't any nearby plugs. I have the sound back up too because the Glowforge isn't running anymore, so you might hear like city sounds or Nick in the background since he's hanging out with me in the studio today, or the HVAC, but at least you'll be able to hear in real time me talking in the video while I'm testing the first engravings. So thanks for listening while I was unboxing. I'm going to stop the voice over here. So this is really deep on the Glowforge, but it takes about 5 to 10 minutes depending on the size of the ornament. And this ornament is the same size. The engraving is a tiny bit smaller, but it took 44 seconds. It was at 100 lines per centimeter. So I'm gonna try again. Maybe a little bit wider and a little bit higher quality. But honestly, this quality looks really good. What the heck? 44 seconds. Also, this may just be user error because I'm so new to this, but I changed it to inches because I'm used to inches, but it still says lines per centimeter here. So hopefully I can find a way to change that. Oh. So, because I don't feel like converting right now, but I'm just gonna do, I don't know, double and see what it does. This is kind of my favorite part though, because sometimes the autofocus on Glowforge, I do not know if I can trust it. This is really cool. I'm gonna go a little lower than I did before because I forgot I usually leave space at the top to make a hole. Okay, stop framing. The quality on this screen also looks better, so that makes sense because I did 200 lines per centimeter instead of 100. So let's see how much longer it takes. And this light is bright. It has the green plastic blocking us, and I'm also wearing laser glasses, and it's still very bright, and I'm only looking through the camera screen because I still do not feel comfortable looking at it with double protection. All right, 1 minute and 38 seconds. I'm so impressed by this thing. I usually do these ornaments one by one because I'm really nitpicky about the alignment. I've done, like if I have a lot of orders, maybe I'll do 2 and line them up on top of each other on the Glowforge. So I feel like using this instead to do ornaments one by one isn't even that different from using the Glowforge, and it takes up so much less space. Alright, at 200, this basically looks exactly like how it looks on the Glowforge. Holy crap, what the 1.5 minutes? Wow. Nick? Look at this! The xTool did so good.
Better?
This is... I'm pretty sure this took me probably like 6-7 minutes. That's 2 inches wide. Yeah, it's like the same width. This took 1.5 minutes.
Which one's the xTool?
The one on the left without the hole. It did it in 1.5 minutes. In this tiny thing.
Let me see.
And it's without masking.
Is that just a notch in the middle?
Yeah, that's just the soft spot in the middle of this thing. In the wood. Usually I try to avoid.
I like the depth better of that one.
The depth of this one?
Yeah. I don't know.
But the thing is that I can probably get this depth. It's not even that much deeper. Like maybe at 300, but the darkness is almost the same.
Yeah.
I did the first time is this one. So it's like really shallow. And that was 100 lines per centimeter because I can't figure out how to change it to inches. So I did 200. So I guess I could, I don't know, the darkness is like the same. So I don't even know if I would want to go higher to get it deeper. But like for a minute and a half, like that's insane. Like that year that I had a crap ton of ornaments to make, this would have cut it down by, it'd be like at least 6 times less. And the alignment's really cool. So like you put this, see how there's a blue dot and a red dot? You put this and it sets focus by you manually making the blue dot and the red dot align. And then I'll pretend like I'm gonna frame it, but you put your dimensions here and then look, you can just align it exactly how you want. Like on the Glowforge camera, like you can hit set focus and hope that it's actually calibrated, but this you can literally see where it's gonna engrave.
Is that a filter?
It's a blue light.
No, on the left.
Oh, this? Yeah.
Well, what's going on? Is it because it's drawing power from your laptop?
No, I think if you leave it on too long, it just does that. I'm not sure, but I'm shocked. The only thing is that, like...
Is this close?
Yeah. So you do that so that it protects from the light. They want people to take these to markets, but I feel like I would be afraid of having customers look at it still. Like I would just...
Finally answer to the people that ask you to engrave things on the spot.
I know! Oh my god!
Can you make me a keychain?
I know. They're like, can I get a custom word key tag? I'm like, yeah, let me just whip out my Glowforge. No, but with this, you actually can't. You can plug it into the Jackery. I'm gonna see if it cuts. Can I cut a circle? Alright, the thing everyone wants to engrave that you can't engrave with the Glowforge unless you coat it with something. I'm going to do a little tag that came in the pack for our kitty. His name could probably be... Do I put his name inside or have it span across? Just fully inside. 0.86 wide. Okay, 1.25. I could probably make it inside. Did I click the object on engraving already? Oh yeah, fish shape. Okay. Ooh, yeah, automatically selected 300 lines per inch. Okay. I need to focus this again. Is this where this would come in handy? I don't know. Just eyeball it. Put a piece of paper so I can see. To go down, you can't hold it. To go up, you can. Okay. Okay. My camera says it's starting to overheat because I've been recording for a while, so hopefully we make it until this is done. Okay, done framing. Let's hurry up. Alright, start. I like how it blinks while it's engraving. I'm making a mess. It took me that many tries to realize that I can just press the button instead of turning it off every time. Okay, that one took 1 minute and 10 seconds. Yay! I'm gonna get a polishing cloth. Wow. Okay, the best part of this machine is being able to frame tiny things so easily. Ferrero. So cute. If you want this to be black, I don't think you can actually get it black without putting a special coating on it, but if you use something that is a mirror finish, you can definitely see it on there. You can drag the image as it's framing. What the heck? This is so cool. I'm so excited. You can get right up to the edge. Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. I thought you had to move the material. You can just move it on there. Okay, that looks better quality, right? Okay, so I can turn on the filter. Press that.
Whoa, that's better.
Yeah. It's done! It's going so fast.
It's absolutely nuts. I'm trying not to look at it, but I want to so bad. I'm always like,
It's supposedly safe.
right. That's because of the screen thingy. "34 seconds. That is nuts!" It's so good. My nail is so gross. Let's see if I can hide it. LOL. Putting it under the lid. It literally, like, it completely fell off and ripped off my natural nail. I was like, great.
Oh, no.
That's insane how fast those did that. And now I've got lids.